Oh, so maintenance being done on the website. I was without music for four down territory. I didn't realize that there were things that were done maintenance wise today that probably shouldn't have been done, but what do I know? Uh, but welcome anyway, four down territory. I'm your host, Ryan Neff, all things NFL here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. I hope your favorite team won this weekend. We're down to the last 3 weeks of the season, and the playoff picture is starting to take shape just a little bit. So let's recap week 15, and then I'll preview week 16, go over some news and notes because I find some things funny and interesting. The Falcons beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have fallen apart here the last 7 games. They started off the season 5-1, I believe. Now they're 2-6 since. Inexplicable loss to the Falcons. For the Falcons, Kirk Cousins had a day, 30 of 44, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Bijan Robinson, 19 carries, 93 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Pitts Sr., probably his best day as a pro, 11 catches, 166 yards, 3 receiving touchdowns. Xavier Watts, 9 total tackles. For the Buccaroos, the Baker Mayfields was 19 of 34, 277, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Bucky Irving, 16 carries, 60 yards. Mike Evans, 6 catches for 132. Antoine Winfield Jr., 13 total tackles. We go to the team stats. Atlanta won rushing battle, a little bit better on third down. Atlanta was penalized 19 times for 125 yards, and the Buccaneers still lost. Figure that one out. Game could have gone either way. But in the end, again, Falcons made just one more play than the Buccaneers did. Buccaneers fall to 7-7. The Falcons are 5-9. And holy Christ, the Falcons could actually wind up winning this division. They're only 2 games out of first when it looked like they were dead in the water. Because the Panthers also lost this weekend. Again, Falcons just need to keep what they're doing. The Buccaneers need to find out answers. They need to find them out quick. Because right now, the last 7 games, whatever they're doing, is not working. Again, if you can't run a football in this league, you're not going anywhere. I tried to tell people last week after Shedeur Sanders had the great game against the Titans, which they lost, by the way, to pump the brakes. And you've got clowns like Skip Bayless coming on and saying that, the Cleveland Browns receivers are ranked dead last and some sort of metric, and their offensive line is this. And shut up, man. Just enough. Enough. He came up against a good defense, and they kicked his ass. And he looked like hell. Again, the helping that fans got last week was against the Titans. He was 18 to 35, 177 yards, no touchdowns. He threw 3 picks. He was sacked 5 times. Cleveland, again, if you can't run the football, 16 carries for 50 yards collectively. Him getting sacked didn't help. Cleveland receiving, Isaiah Bond, 2 catches, 89 yards. And the defense, Carson Schwezinger, who's always around the football, 14 total tackles. For the Bears, who are now in first place again. Caleb Williams, 17 to 28, 242, 2 touchdowns, no picks. DeAndre Swift, 18 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Luther Burden, the third, 6 catches, 84 yards. TJ Edwards, 9 total tackles. We go to the team stats. I said we go to the team stats. All you need to know, Cleveland turned it over 3 times with the picks, and Chicago, none. Chicago ran the ball 33 times for 142 yards. Browns ran it 16 times for 50 yards. Hence, you get your ass kicked. Bears are 10-4. Didn't see this from the Bears this year. I was wrong. And the Browns are now 3-11. Just Browns fans, I really do. I feel for you. I'm always rooting for the Browns in the back of my head because that fan base deserves so much more. Hey, look, maybe if the Steelers bring back Mike Tomlin, maybe the Browns can hire Mike McCarthy. Because it's not going to be as bad as this under Mike McCarthy. He may not get you to a Super Bowl anytime soon, but I guarantee you they'll be a lot more competitive than this. The Ravens got revenge on the Bengals 24-0. I thought if the Bengals won this football game that they were going to try it. They're going to win the division. Not so much anymore. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, he was 8-12 for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Derrick Henry, 11 carries, 100 yards. Zay Flowers, 3 catches, 68 yards and a tutty. Roquan Smith, 14 total tackles. For the Bengals, Joe Burrow, continuing his interception flurry. He was 25-39, 225, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Chase Brown, 13 carries for 53 yards. Jamar Chase, 10 receptions, 132 yards receiving. I thought not having T. Higgins hurt. Jordan Battle, 8 total tackles. We go to the team stats. Bengals turned it over twice. Baltimore once. Baltimore won the rushing battle. Both teams are just hard on third down. The Bengals were 3 of. The Bengals went for it on third down 15 times, and they converted 3 times. Ravens are 7-7. Bengals are 4-10. I know the Steelers are 8-6, but the Bengals, for the most part, are finished. I think they were eliminated. But I guess pride to play for the rest of the way. I don't know. Ravens 1 game back at the Steelers. I have a feeling this game's going to come down to the last game, or this division is going to come down to the last game of the season. And the Bengals in the offseason are going to have to make some hard decisions. Defense blows. Burrow doesn't look like himself. I've got a friend that lives in Florida. He grew up in Cincinnati, a huge Cincinnati Bengals fan. Honestly, Joe Burrow may not be back, but he's always hurt. He says he'll be back. Obviously, he thinks the head coach gets canned. We'll see. The Bengals have had the talent. They've made it to a Super Bowl. But ever since they made the Super Bowl, it's just sort of not gone their way. The Chargers eliminated my Chiefs 16-13. Again, I will reiterate this. I've tried telling people back in the preseason, back in July and August, that the Chiefs were not going to make the playoffs. Justin Herbert was 19-29, 210, a touchdown and a pick. Omarion Hampton, 15 carries, 61 yards. Oronde Gadsden, the third, 4 catches, 61 yards. Derwin James Jr., 10 total tackles. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes blew out his ACL and LCL, done for the year. Probably not going to be ready for next year either. 16-28, 189 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. Kansas City, their running game blows. It's fucking horrible. It's Isaiah Pacheco, 11 carries, 21 yards. Collectively, the team ran it 21 times for 49 yards. Travis Kelce, 7 catches, 70 yards receiving. Drew Tranquil, 14 total tackles. Tail of the tape, Kansas City, 2 turnovers. Los Angeles, 1. The Chargers a little bit better in the running game. They're both about equal on third down. Look, Gardner Minshew doesn't throw the pick at the end. Chiefs probably wind up at a long field goal attempt, but if they hit that field goal, maybe they would have won in overtime. Instead of the 6-8, they'd be 7-7. They'd still be on life support. But look, Chargers is doing what they do. They just bludgeon you to death. They can beat you in a multitude of ways, or they can get their ass kicked like they did a few weeks back. But look, the Chiefs, hard decisions to make. What's your backup plan to Mahomes if he's not ready? You're going to bring back Minshew. You're going to go after somebody else. They've got no running game. They don't have a dominant number one receiver. What's Travis Kelce going to do? How are the Chiefs? The Chiefs organization internally at the highest level management. Dave, I put this on Brett Veach. He fucked up in the offseason. I get it. The Eagles kicked their ass in the Super Bowl. Offensive line was horrible. They couldn't run the ball. He tried to address the offensive line needs, but he did nothing else. He could have gone to Patrick Mahomes like the Patriots did Tom Brady. Can you restructure your contract so we can do X, Y, and Z? I'm sure Patrick wouldn't have a problem doing it. But this is on management. They tried to run it back the third time with essentially the same team. Beat the 49ers, got your ass kicked by the Eagles. What did you think was going to happen this year? What did you think? Chiefs 6-8, Chargers 10-4, firmly in the wild card. They're still vying for a division title. And I said this yesterday on Early Eating Sports Buffet with the Ganch. All you suckhole Patriot fans who are on social media. 21-0, it's over. It runs through New England. It's this. Think before you hit send and let the game play out. And of course, a lot of you disappeared after the Bills won. Oh, we're still going to win a division. We're still going to this. We're still going to that. There are 3 games to be played. Josh Allen was 19-28, 193, 3 touchdowns, no picks. James Cook, 22 carries, 107, 2 touchdowns. Khalil Shakir, 5 catches, 65 yards. Matt Milano, 10 total tackles. For the Patriots, Drake, 14-23, 155, no touchdowns. He threw the pick, though. Trevion Henderson, 14 carries, 148, and 2 touchdowns rushing. Mac Hollins, 4 catches, 41 yards. Jalen Hawkins, 11 total tackles. Go to the team stats. For as bad as Buffalo's run defense is, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Patriots ran for 246 yards. I mean, the Buffalo's run defense is just it's hard, horrible. May had the pick. I think Hunter Henry dropped a crucial pass. Buffalo won the time of possession because they started to run the football more. Buffalo was better on third down. Patriots collapsed. You got outscored 35-10 the rest of the way after being up 21-0. Shame on the Patriots for taking the foot off the gas. They just fell apart. Started to celebrate. Young team. Trevion Henderson is the back in New England. Has established himself as the running back 1. But in the thick of it, Patriots still have a 1-game lead, but now the Bills are only a game back. Patriots are 11-3. They would be the number 2 seed. Bills are 10-4, firmly in the wild card, but trying to win a division title. On the game, I thought the Giants would win. Shame on me, because there was no Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. The Commanders win this one, 29-21. Someone had to win it. For the Commanders, Marcus Mariota, stable, 10 of 19, 211, touchdown, no picks. Corey Krosky Merritt, JCM, 18 carries, 96 yards, and a tutty. Terry McLaurin, 3 catches, 69 yards, receiving touchdown. Quan Martin, 9 total tackles. For the Giants, Jackson Dart didn't play horrible. He was 20 to 36, 246, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Tyrone Tracy Jr., 15 carries, 70 yards and a touchdown. Theo Johnson, 3 catches, 72 yards. Darius Muasau, 11 total tackles. Both teams were just bad on third downs. Both equal in the run game. Washington established the lead. The Giants came back. I thought the Giants took their foot off the gas a little bit, but look, both lost seasons for both teams. The Commanders are 4-10. The Giants are 2-12. Just getting ready for their vacation. The Eagles beat the Lonely Raiders. All you Eagles fans can climb down off the ledge, even though it was the Raiders. You're supposed to win games like this handily. For the Raiders, Kenny Pickett, 15 to 25, 64 yards, no touchdowns, a pick, sacked 4 times. Las Vegas rushing. Kenny Pickett with those 4 sacks. Collectively, 13 carries, 46 yards. Brock Bowers, 6 catches, 28 yards. Las Vegas defensively, Devin White, 16 total tackles. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts was 12 of 15, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Saquon Barkley, 22 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Collectively, Philadelphia ran it 47 times for 183 yards, which is what they should be doing, by the way. They established the run. You wear down the defense, you're going to win games. Dallas Goedert, 6 catches, 70 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Nakobe Dean, 8 total tackles. The Eagles are 9-5. They are on their way for another NFC East division crown. I think they would be the 3 seed at this particular juncture. The Jags hammered the Jets 48 to 20. Game was not competitive. It was 27-0 at one point, I believe. Brady Cook for New York, not the answer. 22 of 33, 176, a touchdown, 3 picks. Isaiah Davis, 9 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown. New York receiving. Adonai Mitchell, 6 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Malachi Moore, 9 total tackles. For Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence have a day, 20 of 32, 330, 5 touchdowns, no picks. He also ran the ball 5 times for 51 yards and a touchdown. He accounted for 6 total touchdowns. Travis Etienne Jr., 3 carries, 73 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Or that was receiving. I'm sorry, receiving. Folasade Olakun, 8 total tackles. We go to the team stats, and I don't know why. Jets turned it over 3 times. Jags once. Jets actually won the rushing battle. And again, it was just a big play capability of the Jags over and over and over again. Jets couldn't do anything. Jags are 10-4. They sit atop the AFC South. Jets 3-11, and I'm going to leave on a jet plane. They may not come back again. Texans handled the Cardinals 40-20. The Texans back in the mix here. Jacoby Brissett for Arizona was 27 of 40, 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. I'll say this, collectively, Arizona ran the ball 21 times for 72 yards. Arizona receiving. Trey McBride has supplanted everybody as the best tight end in football. 12 catches, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns receiving. Akeem Davis-Gaither, 11 total tackles. For Houston, C.J. Stroud, efficient, 22 of 29, 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Jawar Jordan stepping up in the run game, 15 carries, 101 yards. Nico Collins, 3 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns receiving. Azir Al-Shair, 12 total tackles. Team stats, Arizona turned it over twice, Houston none. Houston, 2-1 edge in rushing, better on third down, hence thusly and ergo the win. Houston 9-5. The Cardinals, another organization that's going to have to really take a look at the goings on, because going to have to make a decision on Kyler Murray, where they're going to go from here. Texans are 9-5. They are second in the AFC South. As we follow the bouncing ball, Broncos came back, beat the Packers 34-26. Micah Parsons out with an ACL injury as well. Big blow to the Packers defense. When he got hurt, you can feel the air go out of the sail for the Packers collectively. Jordan Love, not a great game, 24-40, 276, a touchdown, but he threw those 2 picks. Josh Jacobs, 12 carries, 73 yards and a tutty. Matthew Golden, 3 catches, 55 yards, as well as Jaden Reed, 5 for 55. Quay Walker, 9 total tackles. For Denver, Green Bay's defense made him look like John Elway. He was 23-34, 302, 4 touchdowns, no picks. RJ Harvey, 19 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 7 catches, 113 and a tutty. Dre Greenlaw and Alex Singleton, 8 total tackles apiece. Go to the team stats. Denver won the turnover battle. Green Bay was better in the run game, but the Broncos in the passing game, just Green Bay had no answer for it. So what Denver lacked in running, there was just big play capability in the pass game. Hence, that's why the Broncos are 12-2 and the number 1 seed in the AFC. Packers now 9-4-1. I know they're still in second in the NFC North, but Seahawks, the Rams are 11-3. 49ers are 10-4. Right now, they would be the third wild card. Now they're looking back up at the Bears again. So I thought the Packers would win this game. I was wrong. Rams beat the Lions 41-34. It was a shootout. It was back and forth the whole game. I tried to tell people in the preseason again. Some people had the Lions going 12-5, 13-4. I thought that they would go 10-7. Just because defensively, they're just not up to par. Jared Goff, 25-41, 338, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Detroit rushing collectively, Gibbs and Montgomery, 20 carries, 70 yards. That's not going to cut it. That's sort of their bread and butter. Rams shut it down. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams both had over 130 yards receiving. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 receiving touchdowns. Jamison Williams, 1 receiving touchdown. Jack Campbell, who always seems to lead the team in tackles now, 14 total tackles. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford was 24-38, 368, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Kyren Williams, 15 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum added 11, 71, and 1. Puka Nacua at 9 catches, 181. Nate Landman, 10 total tackles. Devontae Adams went down with an injury as well as Puka did. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But look, Rams are 11-3. Big one against the Seahawks this weekend. Lions 8-6. They are on life support. Really, the Lions are going to have to win their last 3 to have a shot or a sniff at a wild card, and I'm not seeing it. The offense disappears at sometimes, and it puts that much more pressure on their defense. So we'll see. And the Rams are just going to continue what they're doing. Saints beat the Panthers. The Panthers had an opportunity to go a game up on the Buccaneers. It's a horrible loss for the Panthers. Bryce Young, 15-24, 163, a touchdown, no picks. Rico Dowdle, 16 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Carolina receiving. Jalen Coker, 4 for 60 and a touchdown. Nick Scott, 10 total tackles. For the Saints, Tyler Shuck. I don't know how you get Shuck out of Shough, but 24-32, 272 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Collectively, New Orleans, 25 carries, 81 yards. Chris Olave, 6 for 85 and a touchdown. Chase Young, 6 total tackles. Go to the team stats. Carolina had the 1 turnover. They won the rushing battle. They won the third down battle. But the interception hurt. Saints just made 1 more play than the Panthers did. Saints 4-10. Panthers are 7-7, tied with the Buccaneers atop the NFC South. '49ers beat the Titans a little bit closer than what '49ers fans would have liked, 37-24. For Tennessee, Cam Ward, 18-29, 170, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Tony Pollard, 14 carries, 104, and a touchdown. Gunnar Helm, not Matt Helm, Gunnar Helm, 4 for 49 and a touchdown receiving. Cedric Gray, 16 total tackles. For San Francisco, Brock Purdy had a good day, 23 of 30, 295, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Christian McCaffrey, 22 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, 6 catches, 96 yards. Malik Mustafa, 10 total tackles. Go to the tail of the tape. We go to the team stats here. Both teams were about even running the football. Passing wise, favorite San Francisco. But really, Tennessee was 3-9 on third down. San Francisco was 9-15. Ball game. 49ers 10-4. Right now, firmly on a wild card. The Titans 2-12. And what are you going to do? Seahawks beat the Colts and Phillip Rivers' return. The man's going to wind up getting himself killed. But money talks. Mouths defeat. Excuse me. The Seahawks win 18-16. Keep pace with the Rams. And the Colts continue to implode. My pad here is buffering. Here we go. Phillip Rivers for Indy. He was 18-27, 120, a touchdown and a pick. Jonathan Taylor, 25 carries, 87 yards. Amir Abdullah, 5 catches for 32 yards. Zaire Franklin and Jermaine Pratt, 10 total tackles. For the Seahawks, Sam Darnold, 22 of 36, 271, no touchdowns, no picks. Seattle couldn't run the football, 22 carries for 50 yards collectively. Jackson Smith and Jigba having a good year, 7 catches, 113. Ernest Jones, the 4th, 10 total tackles. Team stats, the interception hurt the Colts. They actually shut down Seattle's run game. Seattle was 2 of 13 on third down. You're wondering, how in the hell did the fucking Seahawks win this game? I don't know. All the statistics say Colts, except for the 1 pick. Nonetheless, Seahawks are 11-3, battling the Rams for the division. The Colts started off 7-1, 1-5 since. Daniel Jones is not there anymore. He is gone with that injury, and it's just, the Colts are just imploding. Vikings beat the Cowboys. Cowboys are done. Unless they win 3 straight and the Eagles lose 3 straight. Minnesota, J.J. McCarthy was 15-24, 252 touchdowns, a pick. Dallas held Minnesota's rushing game in check, 28 carries, 77 yards collectively. Jordan Addison, 2 catches for 66 yards, leading receiver. Blake Cashman, 11 total tackles. For the Cowboys, Dak was 22 of 38, 294, no touchdowns, no picks. Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 6 catches for 111. Damarian Overshown, 7 total tackles. Team stats, when you look at it, both teams were just horrible on third down. Both went on fourth down. Minnesota was 3 of 3. Dallas was 3 of 4. Dallas won the rushing battle. Minnesota had the one turnover, but Minnesota just seemed to be making more big plays than what Dallas did. Cowboys are 6-7-1. Vikings are 6-8. I guess mathematically still alive, but not looking good. Oh, and then Jerry Jones came out after the game and said, I didn't think we'd be behind the 8 ball like we are. Are you fucking high? Are you that clueless? Again, I wish nothing bad on the man at all. Period. I don't do that, but I just wish you just go away. Go away. I ditched this team because of its owner after the 2013-2014 season because of his idiocy. It just I can't get started. Steelers beat the Dolphins yesterday 28-15 on Monday Night Football. Mike McDaniel was making bad decisions yesterday. Now he's thinking about benching Tua. It's bad in Miami. Tua was 22 of 28, 253, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Devin Echan, 12 carries, 60 yards. He also added 6 catches for 67 yards. Darren Waller with 2 receiving touchdowns. Jordan Brooks, 13 total tackles. For Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers was 23 of 27, 224, 2 touchdowns. More importantly, no picks. Kenny Gainwell, 13 carries, 80 yards. DK Metcalf, 3 catches, 55 yards, and a tutty. And Patrick Queen, 10 total tackles. Tail of the tape, Pittsburgh won the rushing battle a little bit better on third down, 3 of 3 on fourth down. Hence the Steelers win. Steelers are 8-6. The game up on the Ravens in the AFC North. Dolphins at 6-8. Basically on life support. And again, it's just people pointing fingers in Miami is never good. So, where do we stand after this particular week? In the AFC, your number 1 seed would be Denver, your 2 seed would be New England, your 3 seed would be Jacksonville, and the 4 seed would be Pittsburgh. The 5 seed either be, Dolphins were eliminated, the Jets were eliminated, Bengals, Browns, Titans, Chiefs, Raiders, all eliminated. The Bills and the Chargers are vying for the 5th and 6th wild card spot. The 7th spot would go to the Jags. The Texans right now. In the NFC, your number 1 seed right now would be Los Angeles. 2 seed would be the Bears. The 3 seed would be the Eagles. And right now, technically, the 4 seed would be the Bucks. 5 seed would be the Seahawks. The 6 seed would be the 49ers. And then the final wild card spot right now would go to the Packers. So there you have it. That's where we stand with 3 weeks left. Let me go to week 16 games. Make my predicciones as we're winding down the regular season. On Thursday, just an absolutely huge one on Thursday, 8:15 p.m. Prime Video. 11-3 Rams at the 11-3 Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 1.5. Kickoff temperature will be 50 degrees. I did not like what I saw from the Seahawks in the run game this weekend against the Colts. And that was in Seattle. I think the Rams are going to focus on that. I think it'll be close. I just think the Rams running game is a little bit better than the Seahawks right now. I'm going to go Rams 27, Seahawks 24. Then on Saturday, they're fucking having games on Saturday when it's the first round of the college football playoffs, but the NFL is going to have games on Saturday. Five p.m. on Fox, the 9-5 Eagles with the 4-10 Commanders. Phillies favored by 6.5. Why? It's only 6.5. I don't know. I know it's a division game, but the Eagles are going to dominate in the run game. I think they learned this past weekend what's really going to work. They need to get back to their bread and butter. I'm tired of hearing, well, the holes aren't there, the offensive line is the same. I don't care. You don't abandon the run game. Eagles 30, Commanders 17. Then 8:20 p.m. on Fox on Saturday. 9-4 Packers, 9-4-1 Packers at 10-4 Bears. Remember, the Packers beat the Bears just a couple weeks ago. Green Bay is favored by 1.5. Kickoff temperature is 37 degrees. Until the Bears can actually beat the Packers, I'm going to take the Packers. I know Micah Parsons isn't there. I think the Packers will use it as a rallying cry. Game's going to be close. I think it's defensive. Packers 24, Bears 21. And finally, we get to the Sunday games. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 10-4 Bills with the 3-11 Browns. Buffalo's favored by 10. The Bills can't lose to the Browns, can they? Kickoff temperature is going to be 28 degrees. The Bills just don't play down to the competition. Bills 30, Browns 20. Just because the Bills run defense is just bad. 1 p.m. on Fox, 10-4 Chargers at the 6-7-1 Cowboys. Dallas favored by 1.5 for some odd reason. I can't pick the Cowboys. I can't do it. It's owner coming out and saying what he said. Chargers 27, Cowboys 20. 1 p.m. on CBS, 6-8 Chiefs, 2-12 Titans. Kansas City only favored by 3.5. No Mahomes. What are the Chiefs going to do? I don't know. I'm not a homer. I'm going to pick the upset. I'm taking the Titans over the Chiefs. You heard it here first. I'm going to go Titans 21, Chiefs 17. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 4-10 Bengals at the 6-8 Dolphins. Cincinnati's favored by 2.5. I'm sorry, but the Bengals defense is they suck. Dolphins have a little bit better defense. I'm going to go Dolphins 27, Bengals 26. 1 p.m. on CBS, 3-11 Jets at the 4-10 Saints. New Orleans favored by 4.5. Someone has to win the game. I'm going to go Saints 28, Jets 24. 1 p.m. on Fox, the 6-8 Vikings at the 2-12 Giants. Minnesota is favored by 3. Kickoff temperature 47 degrees. It's a game that the Vikings should win. I'm going to take the Vikings close. I'll go Vikings 24, Giants 21. 1 p.m. on Fox, another huge one, division 7-7 Bucks at the 7-7 Panthers. Tampa Bay is favored by 3. I don't like what I'm seeing out of the Buccaneers right now. I'm going to go Panthers 27, Buccaneers 23. 4:05 p.m. on Fox. Big inter-conference game. 10-4 Jags at the 12-12 Broncos. Denver's favored by 3. It's going to be 61 degrees at kickoff in Denver. What is going on? Denver, great defense. Offense is starting to click. It's going to be close. Broncos 27, Jags 24. 4:05 p.m. on Fox. The 5-9 Falcons at the 3-11 Cardinals. Falcons favored by 2.5. I don't like the Falcons on the road for some odd reason. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Cardinals 24, Falcons 17. 4:25 p.m. CBS. The 8-6 Steelers, the 8-6 Lions. Lions are on life support. Detroit's favored by 7. The over/under is 51.5. I just don't like what I see out of the Lions. I haven't liked what I'm seeing out of the Steelers either, but the Lions concern me more. I'm going to go Steelers 30, Lions 24. 4:25 p.m. on CBS. Raiders 2-12 at the Texans 9-5. Houston's favored by 14.5. Should be a laugher. Texans 35, Raiders 10. 8:20 p.m. on NBC Peacock, a big one. The 11-3 Patriots at the 7-7 Ravens. Kickoff temperature 41 degrees. I want to see how the Patriots respond after the collapse last week. Ravens have their backs against the wall. I'm going to take Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 3. I'm going to go Ravens 27, Patriots 21. Then on Monday night, the 10-4 49ers at the 8-6 Colts. San Francisco's favored by 6. The Colts they're imploding. Going to go 49ers 31, Colts 20. So there you have it. Just some news and notes from around the league before I wrap it up here. Wrap it up. Mike McDaniel came out today and said that could be a possible quarterback change, saying everything's on the table after Tua's performance in Monday night's loss to the Steelers. They were eliminated from playoff contention. He came out and said, I think the quarterback play last night was not good enough. And so for me, everything's on the table. And you have your coach calling out your quarterback. Yeah. So one of two things has to happen in the offseason. Either Mike McDaniel's gone or they're going to shop Tua around and Tua's gone. Period. Again, still trying to get an update on Devontae Adams. Nothing. Jaden Daniels came out, said that this year has been frustrating with the injuries. The Jets have released Alan Lazard. So we'll see if he winds up somewhere. The Cardinals have put running back Mr. Knight on IR, ending his season. Patrick Mahomes had his surgery. And then Jerry Jones, the buffoon that he is. He came out and said, a win is very, very important in the NFL, and a win is important to me. It's great insight. And the win does a lot of positive things. Another great insight. I don't care when it happens. We owe it to that mirror, and we owe it certainly to our fans that we want to walk out there and be competitive. We will not try for draft position. We won't be looking at anything like that. We'll be out there playing football, and we'll bring them to play. So that's a long-winded way of saying we'll play football under whatever the circumstances are. You can just fucking copy and paste this from 1996 to 1997. From the 96-97 season to now. Just I'm telling you, Dallas fan. Again, I said this on my show yesterday. Stop going to the game. Stop spending your money. Stop taking your family to the game. Stop spending money on season. You can just copy and paste this, what he said today, and just save it for next year so he can copy and paste it. So he can paste for next year. But again, the playoff picture is starting to take shape. Just trying to look for some news and notes that came across the ticker, and I'm not seeing anything. So yeah, it's the AFC is really starting to take shape, and the NFC starting to take even more shape. Just looking on here to see if I missed anything, and I don't see it. So with all that being said, actually, there's a college football game on the night too. There's a bowl game. I'll get into that at the 7 o'clock hour, right here on the Cole County Entertainment Network. I don't know if I have any music to play out. I'm looking for something, since we made all these changes here. I don't see anything that I can play out with. Oh, wait a minute. Here, I'll just pick one of these to play us out. Take care, and I'll see everybody at 7 o'clock.